Hey everyone, welcome to group break number 390. We have a bit of a different webcam for today because the one that we normally use died literally 30 minutes before the break started today, so it was a very interesting scramble trying to get a camera set up in time, but we're here, a little bit late. Apologies for the delays, and let's get started. So 3 times on the names, 3 times on the teams. Who you line up with is who you get. I need random.org opened up. That would also be helpful. So yeah, here we go. Random, that's the one that I want. Excel. There we go. Over to here 3 times. Once, twice, third time. Chris on top, Kevin on the bottom. And teams 3 times. Once, twice, third time. Flyers on top, Avs on the bottom. All right, here are the teams. All right, Chris, you've got the Philadelphia Flyers. JD, you got the Ducks. Marshall with the Senators. Bill with Vegas. Sam with Seattle. Albert with LA. Walter, you've got the Stars. Waylon with the Wild. Albert with the Panthers. Brandon with the Lightning. Albert with the Penguins. Waylon with the Devils. Andy, you've got the Oilers. Scott with Chicago. Andy with Columbus. Harris with the Bruins. Gabriel, you've got the Islanders. Bill with the Canucks. Brandon with the Predators. Nice team there. Eric, you've got the Flames. Patty with the Jets. Brandon with the Blues. Albert with the Sabres. Scott, you've got the Washington Capitals. Chris, you have the Detroit Red Wings. JD, you've got the Arizona Coyotes. JK Johnny with the Rangers. JD with the Leafs. Kevin with the Hurricanes. Mike with the Sharks. Tommy, you've got the Habs. And Kevin with the Avalanche. All right, there are your teams. Side note, one of the videos I was working on recording today that now I will probably have to entirely redo because of camera issues was talking about just a monthly recap of kind of everything that's happened in the sports card world and like just who's hot, who's not, stuff like that. Interesting to note that Ridley Gregg, the Senators' young gun in here, is playing at a point per game pace. Only available for like $10 to $12 for his base young gun. He was really good last year. He has a good WHL track record. A little shocked seeing his price that low. I mean, I'm shocked, but I'm not shocked, if you know what I mean. So I'll get the team viewer up in 1 second. Buffalo, Pittsburgh, Florida, LA. Buffalo, Florida, LA, Pittsburgh, Columbus, Edmonton, Edmonton. All right, we should be good. But yeah, there we go. Final save, yes, okay. Whew. There we go. So yeah, with the program I have set up, I almost forgot that I had to change the webcam in like the team viewer screen because otherwise it wouldn't show. You'll notice the background's a little blurry. That is intentional just to make sure the cards are always focused. But so here's our case. It's sealed, and it is case number 8786. Now where is a good old box cutter? Because bottom. Yeah, and the kind of other interesting things that when kind of looking up the video and stuff, going over who's hot, who's not. Dylan Larkin's young guns are surprisingly reasonable. Look at all the boxes come out. All right, there's all the boxes. 4, another 4, final 4. Here we go. But yeah, let's see if we can top last week. I mean, last week we pulled the Beniers 1 of 1, which is pretty, or not Beniers, Matty Nice. Why did I say Beniers? There's too many Mats in the past couple years that are top rookies. You got Beniers, you got Nyes, you got Boldy. And again, you have the super prospects being Connors. Is one of these stacks of boxes taller than the other? Huh. This looks like these boxes seem shorter for some reason. All right, well, that's enough of my attention span. 249 on the box number, so. All right, yeah, that should be good for the zoom. Yeah, that plate was insane. I was super happy to pull that. Honestly, really solid break. Sorting through the cards, no team got horribly, like, did super bad. Everyone got at least, a decent amount of cards. We are doing team sets again this week just because I'm pretty sure I left it in there. If I didn't, we still will, but yeah, a little bit of extra bonus. If you don't want your team set as well, as per usual, let me know, but most people take them and then do with the base cards what they will. All right, box 1, pack 1. Half an hour in, it's kind of like, opening ceremonies for the game. Oh man, 30 frames per second too. Ugh, I really need to get the camera figured out, but here we go. Starting off, Patterson for the Canucks with an Askarov and a McCowan on the Young Guns. We're gonna put the kind of tier 2 Young Guns in their own pile and then sleeve them afterwards, just because it takes a little bit longer. Also, I will try to keep the full pack on screen, just a little bit different arm reach. So here we go. I want to see a good Young Guns numbered card today again. Matthew Tkachuk, Svetch, and Keller. That was Andrei Svechnikov makes his debut today. All right, next pack. We got a Young Guns coming up. Star Zone. Man, I really like the Star Zones. Pavelski. Berggren on the rookie retrospective. And Clevin for the Ottawa Senators. All right. We got an Outburst. Might just be a bait. No, that's an Outburst Young Gun. Pavelski. Kirill Kaprizov. And hey, Luke Evangelista on the Outburst Silver Young Gun. Nice start. I feel like the Outbursts are going to kind of become the new default that you want to have. Based on the rest. Okay, I have a lot less camera space to work with today, too. That's worth noting. All right, I think that's good. Oh, that's a little bit wobbly. There we go. Star Surge of Dobson. 200 by 85 gold of Joona Koppanen for the Bruins. And Lucas Rusek for the Sabres on the Young Guns. But also the Outburst Silvers are a lot more common than what they were originally supposed to be. So, kind of fun little thing there. Ovechkin report card, Kaprizov, and Eichel. Or Kaprizov, Forsberg, and Eichel. Other thing worth noting is I don't think Ellis is in the break this week, but some of the canvas cards do have damage on them. One of them we pulled from a pack, and I didn't see it until I actually sorted the cards that it had just a strip torn off of it. Tavares on the Dazzlers, Panarin, and Nylander on the Honor Roll. So we got a deluxe of Mikko Rantanen to 250 for the Avs. And as a general reminder, with all of the Series 1, Series 2 break stuff like that, Given that the Young Gun checklist is in the set, if we pull 2 of them, both people will get 1. If we pull 1, it will go to a random. If we pull 1 base and 1, like say high gloss or exclusives, we'll random off the better version. The loser will get the worst. Just kind of the fairest way to do those. Jack Hughes for the Devils. And Dustin Wolf on the Young Gun. Pretty good pack there. Will we see Dustin Wolf get called up sooner rather than later? Flames goaltending struggling. I mean, their whole team's struggling. Wouldn't say no to seeing him pulled up. Philip Gustafson on the Teacher's Pet, Kadri, and Jason Dickinson. I need to move the stands further back just because I need more spaces to open up boxes today. Well, it feels like lots of Young Guns in this. Lucas Reichel on the Star Surge, Cole Gutman, and Marco Kasper. Another one of those $10 Young Guns right now. Another player that I also like. Sorry if the lighting's like really blinding sometimes. Just not used to, well, it's just a different camera, so it's not really set up completely for it. Gutman on the 200/85, Kyle Connor for the Jets, and Brandon Saad for the Blues. Just base. And last one here. Star Zone of Mr. Philip Forsberg, Carrier for the Golden Knights, and Spencer Stastny for the Predators. So 2 good Young Guns, a good outburst. Deluxe, not bad. Not too shabby to start. 82 on the box. All right, I haven't hit the camera box so far once. My goal is to hit it less than 5 times during the break. That's a goal. Will it happen? Well, we'll see. But we're a 12th of the way down, so. That's just the side of that card. Okay, cool. All right, here we go. First pack. Box 2, pack 1, and Chandler Stevenson on the Dazzlers with a rookie retrospective of Juuso Parssinen and Adam Fox on the portraits. Rookie retrospective gold of Marchenko. The Star Zone of Point and Kolpanen for the Bruins on the Young Guns. Base on the rest. Debut dates of Levi with Matty Beniers and a Toffoli. All right. Next pack. I think a regular outburst here. Aho, Fiala, and Kuznetsov on the regular outburst. Point. Black and white Young Gun canvas case hit here. Brock Faber for the Wild. Ooh, nice pack. The Devin Levi in behind it. Nice pack there. One of the best Young Guns. Pretty decent Young Gun canvas. And like pretty decent just to get the black and white in too. Could do worse. Could do a lot worse. Coronado on the debut dates, Bushnevich and Delorier. Flames, Rangers, and Flyers. I want to see a high gloss today. I'm not going to lie. Raymond, McBain, and Matty Nyes. The fact that Nyes and Levi are in the same crop like half the time, like same box, is just wild to me. Like, if you get this exact box, you are so happy. Woo! Glad to hear that second box came through. Yeah, that's what I was just talking about. Nyes being in the same thing as Levi. It's pretty wild. Gaudreau, Point, and Hoffman. Just because you're gonna have some boxes that are absolutely insanely good for like a high roll, and then you're also gonna have ones where not the best. So. Ooh, we have a checklist special edition of Tage, Jason Robertson, and first Young Gun checklist. So that is Devils Leafs. If it is, again, if we get 2, both people will get 1. If we get 3, one person will get 2, one person will get 1. If we just get 1, it'll be a random. So yeah, it's always nice when you get a good pull and people are just like, you're freaking out over sports cards. And it's like, well, it's a big deal. Ridley Gregg, Dylan Larkin, Adam Ginning. Ginning, not the best one. But yeah. It's been... Series 1 is... I think it's a lot more fun to open up this year. Edvinson on the 200/85. Tage and Jared McCann. Just, a little bit more consistent in terms of your quality per pack is a little bit more consistent. Konechny, Lindholm, and McDonough. Your and just a variation between packs is enough that it's, I don't know, it just feels like you get more. So I am very excited for Series 2. And man, Series 2 could have one of the grossest Young Guns crops of all time. Ooh, I would pick this box. You could have oh, there's once. I hit it once. I think we're back to being somewhat straight. Kind of here. Let me fix this again. This doesn't count as hitting it. I'm intentionally moving it. We'll potentially have a Young Gun crop that has Bedard, Fantilli, Carlson, Leo Carlson, Logan Cooley, Matty Poitras from the Bruins, the guy that's just doing insane. Vin Tukov, I think, is doing really good for Anaheim early on. So, but you've got 5 legit first line potential forwards there, and that is insane. Yeah, Zach Benson. Minton's gonna have hype, but probably not as much as as he should. Bergeron, Crosby, and Pelletier. I forgot about Zach Benson. I didn't forget. It's just he's not. It's really weird because I think he's gonna be a really heck of a good NHLer for a long period of time, but he's probably in the same group as Poitras. It's just he's a little bit more. I don't think we have yet. Beck, Draisaitl, and Vejmelka. So we normally wait till a little bit closer to do pre-sales for Series 1, Series 2. But I can check as well. Yeah. Stelber, Gust, and Bolduc. It's gonna be a really, really in-demand product, so Ooh, nice. Good Young Gun Deluxe here. Marco Casper. I'll take that. I'll take that. Satisfied. It's got a bit of a soft corner here. I didn't even get in the sleeve yet. It's a little soft on that guy. But 200 of 205 or 250. Marco Casper. Player that I like. I think he's got a very high floor and decently high ceiling. Beniers, Eichel, and Slavkovsky. But yeah. Series 2 is going to be ridiculous. Nice on the special edition. Gerard on the black and white, and Kaiser. Pretty good 3 boxes here so far. Got kind of a special Young Gun in each box. It's good to see. Tatar, Ottinger, Bennington. They even extended this year. Like, extended could be really good this year too, which is hilarious to think about. This Owen Power is just literally upside down. Burakovsky, Scheifele, and Caulfield. And then that's just base. I want to see the Outburst checklist. Ooh, one of the red die cut star surges of Slavkovsky. With the Peltier and a Feral Young Gun. I'm going to try and get this. And what was the trick? The trick was I need a base card. There we go. These star surges are really a pain to top or sleeve. Top loading, not so much. Sleeving, bit of a pain. There's the Pelletier and Sean Farrell. I like Sean Farrell. But yeah, if you get those red die cuts, I found putting a base card. I mean, you could probably technically put one on either side and then slide it in. But definitely a little tricky. Matthews on the stat box fillers, Shane Wright on the portraits for the Kraken, and Billy Husso for the Red Wings. Will we get the Bedard today? Feels like it's fallen 1 in 3 to 5 cases, I would say. I would say 1 in 1,000 packs, honestly, would be fair for it. Dougie, Samuel Ersson, and Drew Hellison on the Young Guns. I'd say 1 in 500 seems fine. Got a Young Gun canvas coming up. Pasternak, McKinnon, and Tyson Forster. There we go. Another player that's got some potential. Kind of, I'd say like low top 6, but it's there. Keller, Casper, and Ole Eriksson Ek. All right, well that box, not the. I guess it had the Casper. The Casper's nice. Just gonna get some of the inserts away. All right. But yeah, I am very much looking forward to Series 2 this year. 265 on the box number. It's going to be wild that there's an 82 card Connor McDavid insert set, but so the Oilers are like de facto going to be a good team because there's going to be some people that want to complete that, and I think they're about 1 per box. So you're guaranteed, like if you get the Oilers, you're essentially guaranteed. I think they're 1 in 15 packs, so I think you're guaranteed like 10 McDavid inserts. And when there's 82 of them, people looking for specific ones, are going to be a little bit more troubled. But also, it only appeals to McDavid collectors who happen to want to complete that insert. So it might not be that widely collected. We'll find out, though. Darcy Kemper, McKinnon, and Braden Point. We will find out. Ooh, Pink Dazzlers. There we go. Marc-Andre Fleury, Star Surge Pelletier, and Hunter McCowan. So doubling up on him. Patterson, Moritz Seider, and Mackenzie Weegar. Teacher's Pet, Portrait, and Canvas. Canucks, Red Wings, Flames. Stat box of Tage, Josh Norris on the Portrait, and Adam Boquist on the Outburst Silver for Columbus. Tommy, you had the Habs. You have the Habs. A clear cut here. Well, a clear cut. Seth Jarvis. Clear cut of Dennis Morgan. And Clevin. Clevin on the Young Guns. Thanks for joining. Welcome to your first break, too. You got to miss the entire first 30 minutes where my webcam died. And it was, as in before the break, my webcam died. And it was a scramble. But Dostal, Fiala, and Gensel. But yeah, Habs are good, so I like both of their Young Guns. Ovechkin, a little bit of a damage corner on that guy. Evangelista and Kessel. Yeah, this is a crop that you normally don't like to see. We've had Farrell, but like that's it. Afanaseyev on 200 by 85. Beniers and a Matty Nice. That's a nice canvas. That is a nice canvas for the Leafs. Hey, let's see if we can pull the cyan plate today. Burns, Kent Johnson, Arno Durando, yeah, Series 2 is going to be insane. Kachuk, Zegras, and Luke Hughes. Well, there we go. There we go. Warming up. That product is going to be... We were talking about it. Like the potential just to have 5-6 first-line players with one being a generational talent, two being probably will be perennial all-stars, if not 3 players in that tier. It's wild. McKinnon, Bushnevich, Gerard, and Coronado for the Flames. There we go. Nice outburst silver of Coronado. These being 1 in 30 packs really throws me for a loop. Because I was like so used to reading them being 1 in, essentially replacing the French, but they're more common. So, nice to see. So I was like, it's nice to see, but they're also not as rare as you think. Beniers, Kaiser, and Guinea again. So 4 boxes in. Solid. 2 good outbursts. Decent Young Gun Deluxe. Decent black and white. A good canvas. We've got nice Hughes and Levi and Wolf. This is, I think, 8-0. 8-0. With a plastic corner already peeled off. Now, JD, what we really need is a box 14. All right, see if I can do this without the box cutter. That answer is no. We need our little box cutter friend. Printer, please don't error code on me. You're really loud when you error code. All right. Let's keep it rolling. We want to see in this box, we want to see an Outburst Red. I was going to say an Outburst Young Gun, but I shot a little higher. Yossi, Eric's Neck for the Wild, and Do4. Huh. Feels like we hit Do4 and Evangelista in our last case, and we've only opened up one case. But Islanders, nice one there. Again, another guy with some upside. Is it the most? No, but there's like top 6 upside there. Larkin, 200 by 85 gold of Keller and Mr. Gutman. For Chicago. Again, as a reminder, we have the Premier and we got Faber, Marner, and Fiala. Sorry, we have the 2 breaks on the site, both with kind of break bonuses, bounties on them, whatever you want to call them, if they fill by next Wednesday. So there's a Premier break and a Allure break. Both are in the $30 range. So McKinnon, Gunther, Durando, and an upside down checklist because it just wanted to be that way. $200 by 85 Kaprizov, Keller, and Ehlers on the canvas. All right. Adam Fox, Kaprizov, Do4. Do4. Yeah, I know we got Evangelista. I think we got Evangelista, Luke Hughes, Do4, Durando, and then one other last week. I forget what the other was. Maybe it was no, it wasn't Iorio. Morrissey on the Dazzlers, Taze, and Goodrow. Goodrow is Columbus. Well, another deluxe Yurchek to 250 for Columbus. Patterson on the Star Zone and Luke Hughes. That's good. That's good. We've now pulled more deluxes in this break than we did in our last break. And seeing 3 pulled. So if they're pulled at about the same rate as exclusives were in previous years, you'll see 2.5 per case on average. Our first case had 2 and an exclusives. So it might be you get either 3 or 2 and an exclusives. We'll see. Edvinson, Bo Horvat, and Farabee. Horvat is the Islanders. God, that's still weird. Still weird to process Horvat as an Islander. Crosby, Bjork, and Luke Evangelista. Good young gun there. A bit of a slower start. His underlying numbers are good, but his box scores aren't that good. Oh, I say not that good, but they're still pretty solid. Young gun canvas. Barzell on the 200 by 85. Gaudreau, and man, this case is feeling eerily similar to our first one because I think we also had Nice Forrester and Nestorenko as our canvases. Just some weird coincidences. Really funny. Lafreniere, Erik Karlsson, and Will Cooley. Will Cooley? There's two coolies in the Young Gun crop this year, and they're spelt entirely differently. One is how you think it is spelt, and the other is you have to look up the pronunciation. My brain seeing Uylle, like Cuylle, did never once went like, oh, that's coolie. It broke my brain. Which is kind of funny. This is box 007. We got a secret agent in this box. Could you imagine if this is an Easter egg box? And it's just all the Easter eggs are in 007 box numbers. Now that would be an Easter egg to an Easter egg. Eriksson Ek, Sorokin, and Fox. My boy Brock. The Canucks didn't self-implode this year, which is nice. Oh, we have our exclusives. Devon Toews to 100. All right. Aho and Owen Beck. The bottom left corners on some of these cards aren't in the best of shape, but not the worst. This one is obviously a little bit bent up, but I've seen worse. You know, you're definitely not getting a 10, but I've seen worse. All right. Debut dates of Gruden with Barkov and Hellebuck. Kuzmenko on the Star Surge with Draisaitl and Marco Casper. Friendly Ghost, just in time for Halloween. Next week's breaks, by the way, will probably be SP Authentic, maybe a Team Canada Juniors, and probably another Series 1 if everything fills. But we will be running SP Authentic. If you want to see that in a smaller format, cheaper break rather than a full case, let me know. Fiala, Draisaitl, Askarov. I feel like we got him in the first case as well. But I'll look at price points for SP Authentic and try and come up with some that are more reasonable, and then have the bigger one. Scheifele, Michelli, Afanaseyev. Another Outburst Young Gun. We got Matty Nyes on the debut dates. Jason Robertson, Tyson Forster, and decent one. This Young Gun crop is sneaky good. Sneaky good, I would say. Cider. Oh, clear cut Young Gun. Samuel Bolduc for the Islanders with the Vinny Desharnais in behind. Samuel Bolduc is our clear cut Young Gun. Don't get me wrong, I visually like the clear cut Young Guns. He's not the worst player that you can get, but I'm not removing the Brock Faber canvas for him. Between the case hits, I'll take the black and white Faber. I'd probably still take... I like the clear-cut Young Guns, okay. But I'm biased. Pavelski, Scheifele, and Hischier. Eichel, Kastelic, and Simon Edvinsson. So we've hit 4 numbered base parallels. That's, again, generally speaking, good sign to tell what the print run is how often the base parallels are falling. Then you can kind of reverse engineer it. So, Rupe Hintz, Sidney Crosby, Philip Deneau. Okay, so this Philip Deneau here has it's a double terror. It's got, you can kind of see it's just straight from pack like that. Lehkonen on the outburst, but yeah, some of the canvases just didn't hold up well this year. So, Philip Deneau, what I will do is I'll look through the boxes that I've opened up and see if we have a spare, and just swap it. If we don't, I'll just throw in an extra insert or two from that pile. So, Mark Stone, Fiala, and Henry Thron. Put them there. But we'll just give, like, you know, it's not worth setting up a complaint or a replacement for that because it'll take a while. So, we will do our best to at least make sure that it's, you know, good. And it sucks, but also some damage is kind of like over the course of how many cases of this are made, there's inevitably going to be some cards that get damaged. You know, as much as like everyone wants the card, because like if you're upper deck too, hey Bill, you don't have the flames again, which is, I mean, actually kind of bad for once. You have Vegas and Vancouver. So you got to miss the first half hour where I was panicking over the webcam breaking and so. All right. But so far the break's been solid. Decent Young Gun Deluxe, 4 good outbursts. Luke Hughes, Tim Stützle, and Patera for Vegas. Well, you come in, you get your Patera. That might have been our other outburst. Yeah, it's definitely not going to be in recording because it. Jeff Skinner on the Dazzlers. He's been off to a good start. Dustin Wolf, Seth Jones. It was like half an hour before because I was using it to do some recordings and stuff today. And like half an hour before a break, I had it plugged in and all of a sudden I kept hearing the disconnect connect sound. It's like, oh no. Ooh, 500 count of Nylander for the Leafs. Johnson and Gruden. So I troubleshooted it. I was trying to get my phone to set up rather than, this camera just because it's a little fuzzy. I mean, it's sharp, but it's 30 frames per second, and honestly, 60 frames per second. Just it's so much nicer. Nylander, Carter Hart, and Kucherov on the outburst. They are at. I can check quickly. Actually, I should probably check. Let me load that up while we do the next pack. I believe they're at 14 and 19 at last check. Get through this pack. Gunther, gold of Evgeny Kuznetsov, and Milos Kelemen for the Yotes. 17 and 7. So 17 in Allure, 7 in Premier. So if I'm a betting man, I'd say the Premier one fills by the end of the weekend for sure. Ovechkin. Rantanen, and Jet Greaves. So let me just update these quickly. 17 spots left. I just gotta. I wish there was a way to like manual or like automatically show how many spots are left, but yeah, they're moving. So if they aren't filled by next week, then we'll probably end up canceling them just because it's been a while and we'll want to move on to new product. So Marchenko, Matthews, and Stevenson. And like if they haven't filled at that point with like the incentive, then it's one of those, are they gonna fill? Maybe, but they are pretty fun breaks. McDavid on the Star Zone, Kopanen, and Brock Faber. Put the McDavid there just because I like those Star Zones. Super nice inserts. Yeah. If you're interested, check them out. Again, if you're watching this on YouTube later, check it out as well. Scanner, Pasternak, VC. The camera's not as high of a frame rate, so I should slow down when flipping through the cards. Yeah, the other breaks are moving, so we'll have probably SP Authentic and Team Canada Juniors next week. Perbix, Jack Hughes, and Mr. McCarr. This one's got a little bit of the peelies at the top, but it's not tears. Funny, the canvases are normally the indestructible card, but this year, they're the destructible ones. Matthews, Kachuk, Gushin. I like Gushin. Decent. I think he's a decent prospect. Has scoring upside, which is when I'm like scouting out young guns, it's always something I look for. Hayes, Quinn Hughes, and Morgan Riley. I think if the Canucks make the playoffs, right? If the Canucks were in the playoffs right now, I would give the Norris to Quinn Hughes. I don't know why I went through all the other Hughes brothers. Am I biased? Yes. Do I care? No, he's been very good. And he's also very good defensively. The narrative that he wasn't good defensively is wild. It's because he's small. But he's good defensively. It's also funny when you see tier lists of him being better defensively than like some forwards on it. And he's also has more points than those forwards in the past couple seasons. It's like, what are we doing here? How are we evaluating these players? Because I guess you can look into it time on ice wise, but like he very good. Seth Jones, Stober, Mr. Wolf. Nice. They probably give him offensive defenseman, but you should get two-way. Have to talk to some friends about that. Sorokin, Marner, and Victor Arvidsson. I've actually been playing a lot of NHL 24 with some friends and having a lot of fun. Zook, McCann, and Spencer Stastny. Especially in ESHL. The controls are different. I mean, I'm glad that there's some change there. Shesterkin, Tage, and Konechny. But whenever you line up a big hit, oh, it's so rewarding. Hip checks are a little too strong, though. We'll say that. Star Search of Verhege. Black and white canvas of Mr. Gensel and Jura Kopanen. Kyle Connor McDavid, And we'll put that one there. And Bjorkstrand. That portrait's just ridiculous, and I love it. I need to do a good franchise mode sim in that game. I know it's not the best, but Eberle, Sanderson, and Keller. But I want to do like a franchise mode sim where it starts off as a fantasy draft. So the concept is fantasy draft, and then you pick the like worst overall forward and worst overall defenseman that have some potential. I might have to just create a player of them. So they have like some low potential, but you have to play them on every line and build a team around them. Oh, hello. 200 by 85 red. Number 299 of Tyson Forrester. So essentially, you're just like, you know, stacking, like seeing how good they grow. B, by the way, there's a Carlson, Hirose. B, you get to see what their plus. I did a test run with some friends, like just having them pick some players on my team and seeing how that worked out. Spoiler alert, not good. Kucherov, Fiala, Theodore. So lots of numbered cards today. See if we can pull a population count 5, or sorry, a population count 1. I actually think they're going to be closer to 5. Nice. Marner. Oh, not a triple leaf pack. Gust. I don't think we've hit a pack that's had 3 of the same team in it, but Hischier, Horvat, and Trouba. But you know what? Let's have some fun with that. If we do the first person that hits one of those, if I remember to throw it in. If this break, I'll remember for sure, but if it's like 5-10 breaks from now, I might not. I'll throw in an overtime pack. Matthews, Pelletier, Rusek. So 3 of the same teams. A little fun bonus. But because I don't think it'll happen very often, but when it does, it'd be kind of just like, hey, cool. Lucky number 13. With 97 on the front in more ways than one. There we go. All right, cool. All right, I think I've only hit this twice today. My budget was 5 times, so Panarin, Vasilevsky, Nestorenko. I think we need Coronado's base for sure. I don't think we've hit a base Askarov yet. McAvoy, Stützle, Nylander. Velarde, Morrissey, Kaiser. I definitely haven't seen a Cole McWard yet. Trying to remember some of the crop here. Marner, Ovechkin, Swayman. Clear cut, I think, coming up here. Have Forster, Steven Stamkos, and Stauber. Forster, Kachuk, and Caulfield. All right, come on. Heat up a little bit here. Zegras, Shalgren, and Svechnikov. Zegras definitely got a Dazzlers in his rookie year, right? Shocked he got a new one. Honestly, I'm shocked they haven't replaced the Dazzler set or like just made it rookie only at this point. We have a population count. Well, it's a population count 1 of Jason Robertson for the Dallas Stars. So, very good pull. Probably extremely, extremely rare. Theoretically, a 1 of 1. However, there's probably another Jason Robertson pop count 1 on eBay. So, who has Dallas? Who has Dallas? Walter. So I would if you're in the position of having one, when you get it, I would say reach out, because I mean, I'm pretty sure if we look on eBay right now, I'd reach out to Upper Deck and just see. It's supposed to be a 1 of 1, which is why my hands are a little bit shaky, but Jason Robertson population count. I don't know if there's a lot of them. Price highest first. It's not there. I think I saw him have one, so yeah. All right. So just so we have proof, just so you know what I'm talking about. This is also a pop count 1. So, and like, so just so you're aware, it's technically a 1 of 1, but it's not a 1 of 1 this year. Really cool card. Yeah. Interesting scenario. We'll put it that way. We'll put that in front and center though. Actually, so like super nice card. I'm not trying to downplay that it is extremely rare and extremely cool, but I'm just trying to make sure you're aware that it might need Kachuk, and wow, what a pack Askarov in behind. Might be worth following up. If you need the box number, let me know. It should have flashed it on screen, but I don't think you'll need it in that case. So, but yeah, fun little tidbit there. Crosby, Caulfield, and Kakkonen. So the minute I saw it, just like, oh no, it's a 1. But I don't know what the print run's still going to be extremely rare on them. Like, I will say that. It's still going to be extremely rare. Pasternak, Luke Hughes, and Akito Hirose. I mean, I doubt there are, but it's obviously a lot more noticeable with 1s than it is with 1000s or 500s or 25s. I mean, 10s is a little more noticeable, but there's a Robertson, Zegras, and Merzlikins. So something went wrong. It happens. Still a really cool card. Just want to call that to attention. So Larkin, Kachuk, and Desnoyers. Yeah, I mean that's the dream, right? But yeah, it is a. I mean, yeah, the Robertson sold for like 520, but also at the same time, I don't know how they're gonna handle the duplicates on the upper deck end of things. And I think Tops's buyback program for it kind of throws a little bit of a interesting wrinkle in there. I don't think they've put out a statement for it, but still a super cool card. Love the look of them this year. It's not as special as the name implies, unfortunately. I can add it to the trackers, though. There's a couple people that are tracking them, so kind of fun that I get to say, yeah, this one's firsthand. But I always wanted to pull one, so we pulled one. Montour, Carlson, and Pedersen. Always wanted to pull one. And we did. So we can forever say that we've pulled a population count 1. We've pulled a 1 of 1 from Series 1. It's just, it's a technicality this year. Well, this series. Kolpanen, Jeannot, and Pelletier. But yeah, super cool cards. I wouldn't be shocked if people are buying them up expecting like some sort of program too. So it's going to be an interesting line to walk. Yeah. The 2 of 1's better than the 1 of 1 because you get 2 of them. That's how fractions work. Cooley, Crosby, Berggren. Ooh. These are the little bit of chipping on this guy, unfortunately. Wow, this is a pretty cool little card here. Dion's? Yeah, Dion's of Ovechkin. The Capitals. Unfortunately, it has chipping in the top. This was... box number was this? I forget. I'll have to look it up after the video, but I will definitely send the box along because I believe these are pretty rare. I believe they're pretty rare. I mean, they have to be pretty rare. We haven't pulled one. Yeah, so they're an Easter egg content. But I will figure out the box number for that and send that along just because top peel, if you do want to deal with it, you'll have all the stuff. Cool card. We'll stand it. It is a case hit, so, well, not a case hit. It's even rarer. It's Easter egg content, so Lofton, Larkin, and Pedersen. Was the pop count in the same box as this? Like, I legitimately can't remember because it's been... It's been like too many packs. My brain can't process all of it. Boldy with a Mackenzie Weegar black and white and a Drew Hellison. I'll go back and watch and make sure, but if it is, then I'll probably send the Dion's with the OV, or the box number with the OV. So Kochetkov, Robert Thomas, and Victor Olofsson. Okay, so this is the second. So this Victor Olofsson also has the same peel. This was the same card last time that also had that exact same defect as well. So whoever had the Sabres, I know for a fact we don't have another one of these. I'll throw in just a couple other inserts instead. Who had the Sabres? Albert. So I'll throw in a couple other inserts from our box just to make up for that a little bit, because again, that one's not worth really sending in or submitting a ticket for. So Star Zone of Draisaitl, Iorio, and Kessel. Actually, we haven't pulled a base Iorio Young Gun yet. So really strange box. Lots of good hits. actually strange past couple of boxes. McCann, Carlson, Laugh. Laugh has a little bit of corner wear up there. It's not as bad, but definitely not ideal. Askarov with Grantonen and Tristan Robbins. That Ovechkin card would look like if it was somehow 3D, that'd be look a little cooler. But Horvat, Vasilevsky, Simon Edvinsson. Again, I think we hit the exact same Young Gun canvases so far. It's always fun in Series 1 whenever you see a card that you just like, I don't remember seeing that on the checklist. Kachuk, Olmark, Ridley, Gregg. There we go. The highest scoring rookie so far this season. Definitely someone to keep your eye on, especially with Shane Pinto out for half a season, if not more. Gonna get more opportunity in that lineup, and he's seasoning it pretty good. So Panarin, Johnson, and Gruden again. All right, 2 boxes to go. That felt like a long box. $18 on the box numbers. Why does it have to be the day that we have the bad webcam that we get some really cool cards? Why couldn't it be when we had the good one? So far, 1 random to do. And full box number. I don't know, I'll have to figure out what box it is after, but there we go. All right. Final 2 boxes here. Pretty good break. Pretty good break. Stutzla, Owen Power, Livingstone. Another canvas. Kent Johnson, Philip Forsberg, Tyler Clevin definitely had his Young Gun canvas. So I think we've legitimately hit the exact same Young Gun canvases. It's kind of funny. Luke Evangelista, Sam Bolduc, and Matthew Scorinato. The Calgary Flames. Boop, boop. Next pack. Yes. There's nothing in there. It's just base to end it. Slavkovsky, bit of a soft corner there. Second Askarov. There we go. There we go. Kind of went quiet on the base Young Guns for a while, so. Tavares, Crosby, JT Miller. Duchesne, Thorando, Will Cooley. All right. Ferraro, Kachuk, and McKinnon. Ferraro, Kachuk, McKinnon. Dueling Andrew Peak base cards to end that. Red of Gaudreau on the special edition. They're not numbered, but they're just cool. All right, yeah, not numbered, just cool. Stamkos and Cole Gutman. Cole Gutman was a dietitian in another life. Pedersen, Kaprizov, and Marchand. McDavid, Gaudreau, Shabbat. Unfortunately, he's injured. I'd say he can't catch a break, but he just did on his hand, so he gets very unlucky with injuries. Pasternak, Owen Power on the gold, Mr. Cole McWard. Final pack, box 11. Pretty tame, like some good base Young Guns, but nothing super fancy in here, so maybe last pack will have something. We got the Jack McBain, we got the Ovechkin, and we got the Leon Draisaitl. And nope, nothing special there. All right, so last box. Let's try and beat the pop count 1. Like, still an insane pull. $42. Here, I don't think that showed in focus. Just in case, there we go. There we go. All right, final box. What's it got in store? This break has kind of been all over the place. I wanted to see a high gloss, but we'll take a pop count 1. Probably just as rare as a high gloss. Terry. Noah Cates. Brad Marchand. But yeah, when I checked Tuesday, essentially there were at least 18 players that have been publicly pulled for population count 1s. And when you compare that to like how many Young Gun high glosses there should be, even accounting for like the fact people might hold on to a Young Guns high gloss over a base one, it's like the pull rate is just, something's up there. Oh, we have our first Outburst red, and it's a color match of Seth Jones for Chicago. I wanted to see an Outburst red today. They look pretty cool. I like them. Color match is nice. I'm not a big fan of the outer glow. That is the only thing I will say. Not the biggest fan of it, but I get it. But hey, another numbered base card. Seth Jones to 25. Take that. Crosby on the Star Zone and Luke Evangelista. Good little pack there. All right. These guys. Ovechkin, McDavid, and Brat. Making sure the Brat was fine. It looked okay at first glance. Now that I said that, let me just double check. Yeah, there's no paper tears on that. Nothing major, at least. Nothing like the Olofsson or the other one. Ooh, we have a regular Outburst too. Tage Thompson, Andre Palat, and hey, good one to get. Ridley Gregg on the Outburst Silver. Nice one there. Is that 5? Yeah, it's 5. And we were talking about him at the start of the break. And when we pulled his Young Gun. leading in scoring so far for rookies, point per game pace on a team that's kind of up and coming. Getting playing time, looks really good in it. Underlying numbers are solid. Probably someone you want to keep an eye on. All right. Wow, this is a loaded box. Holy cow. Marner with a Morgan Frost clear cut and another Ridley Gregg. So we've got a clear cut, an Outburst Silver Young Gun, an Outburst Red base, 2 good Young Guns. Heck of a box to end on here. Jack Hughes, Nylander, and Jeff Carter. But we still haven't hit the 3 teams in 1 pack yet. I think your best chances are with like Nashville. You need the team to have Young Guns at least. Kadri, Huberdeau, Forrester. Womp womp. Close. Close. 2 Flames. Actually, Flames are a good team for it. Got 3 Young Guns. Sider. Oh, Kadri and Point. Like when you see the second team and it's the same color, you just maybe. Kent Johnson. Well, it can't be Columbus. Owen Beck and Dufour. I guess it could be Columbus, but it'd be really rare. Brady Tkachuk. Senators have a chance. Nope. McDavid and Iorio. I feel like we said McDavid a lot tonight. Stützle, Tkachuk, and Marchment. Well, last pack. Really fun box to end things off on. Finally got our first Outburst Red. Had a, pretty solid break here. Sanderson, Desharnais, and Marilinen. So we got 1 random to do. We'll do a recap. What time is it? 5:45. If either of the breaks that are online are full, we'll break them. But they have to be full right now. So let me go ahead and get the random set up. Random.org. I only need 1. Pour. All right, here we go. 3 times. Team on top gets it. Once. This is for the Young Gun checklist, by the way. Twice. 3rd time. New Jersey. New Jersey on that. Devils. Wayland, there you go. All right. Recap time. Let's start off with, these don't get recapped. Let's go through our base Young Guns here. So just some of the better ones, but Ridley Gregg, Evangelista, Cooley, Askarov, Coronado, another Gregg, Peltier, another Askarov, Wolf, Faber, Edvinsson, Casper, Beck, another Cooley, another Evangelista, Luke Hughes, back-to-back there. We got Farrell, Peltier, 1 Matty Nice, 1 Levi, 2nd Casper, and a 2nd Wolf. There we go. Somewhat, kept it somewhat organized there. So just some of the more notable ones. We've hit a Dufour, we hit a Forrester, stuff like that. In terms of canvases, they're the exact same as the last case. Clevin, Edvinsson, Askarov, Nestorenko, Matty Nice, and Forrester. Other Outburst Silver, we hit a Gregg, Forrester, Dufour, Coronado, and Evangelista. Pretty solid. Other cool cards, Outburst Red of Seth Jones to 25. We hit a Brock Faber, black and white canvas as our case hit. Forrester to 99 on the 200 by 85 red. Pop Count 500 of Will Nye the Science Guy. Our clear cut Young Guns was Sam Bolduc. Hidden exclusives of Devon Tace. Deluxe of David Yurchek, Slav on the Star Surge red die cut, and Rantanen also on the Deluxe. So cool stuff there. And then our top 3 hits of the break, we'll go with a little bit of damage on it, but still really cool Easter egg of the Dions of Alexander Ovechkin for the Capitals. So a little bit of damage there. I'll include the box with it just in case you want to send it in. The Marco Casper, I didn't notice this one has a little bit of the same issue in the top there, a little bit of peel, so I'll try and find the box, but I don't know how much they'll do for that, but $250 on the Deluxe. And then, I mean, the hit of the break is definitely the Jason Robertson pop count 1, just as we mentioned during the break and showed on eBay that there is not just one of them. So typically how the population count works is the count is how many there are printed. That is how it works. That's what was stated on the checklist and everything like that. Unfortunately, for this year, it seems like there is an error and there's multiple population count 1s. Just something to be aware of. Still a really cool rare card. Looks absolutely awesome. And that is group break 390.